A Taiwanese official could be the first to attend an Australian party's congress, but how might Beijing react? A Chinese military helicopter has crossed the Taiwan Strait median line. Behind the smiles and handshakes, tensions are running high at Manila's ASEAN summit. Plus, with US global tariffs set to expire this week, could Taiwan face a new round? Hello and welcome to TaiwanPlus News. I'm Laurel Stewart. A Taiwanese official could attend Australia's ruling party's national conference for the first time. It comes as Canberra faces pressure from Beijing to limit Taiwan's presence in the country. Tiffany Wong has more.
The Australian Labor Party is set to hold its national conference later this week, with one report saying a Taiwanese official could attend. Australian newspaper The Nightly reported that the official is from Taipei's representative office in Canberra. Taiwan's foreign ministry has not yet confirmed the report. If true, it would be the first time a Taiwanese official attends the ruling Labor Party's National Congress, which is held every 3 years to set key policies, including on foreign affairs. This comes as Beijing has reportedly been pushing Canberra to block Taipei's request to open a new representative office in Perth, putting Australia's unofficial ties with Taiwan under pressure. It also follows news that Papua New Guinea's foreign minister consulted his Australian counterpart, Penny Wong, before abruptly ordering Taiwan's economic office in his country to shut down earlier this month, a move largely seen as an attempt to appease Beijing. A former Taiwan deputy foreign minister said party-level engagement with Australia is an encouraging sign for Taipei, though it does not necessarily mean Canberra is prepared to make bolder moves.
At this moment, I think there is a clear message that at least at the party political level in Australia, they feel more comfortable in engaging with Taiwan in a more formal setting. Right? But as all democratic countries, party-level politics, party-level debates don't always translate into government or national policies.
The Australian government described Taiwan as an important economic partner for many Pacific Island countries when responding to TaiwanPlus's request for comments on Papua New Guinea's recent move. But it emphasized that it respects the right of all nations to make decisions about their engagement with other economies. As China steps up pressure on countries to limit engagement with Taiwan and Taipei seeks to deepen its ties in the Pacific, the Labor Party's National Congress could offer a glimpse at how Australia balances its unofficial ties with Taiwan and its broader relationship with Beijing. Luffy Li and Tiffany Wong in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
In an unusual move, a Chinese military helicopter has crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait and operated in restricted airspace. While Chinese helicopters have been spotted in this area before, defense researcher Jie Zhong says it's the first time one has flown beyond the median line, coming closer to Taiwan's main island. The median line is an unofficial boundary in the Taiwan Strait separating Taiwan and China. Chinese military aircraft often operate near Taiwan, with the Defense Ministry detecting 5 other helicopter flights since Monday. For more on this, our reporter Larry Yisiano spoke with Jie Zhong, Associate Professor at Danjiang University.
You said this might be the first time that a Chinese military helicopter is detected crossing the median line. What makes this so important?
从2022年8月开始，开始增加对台湾周边的灰色地带行为以来，算是第一次出现一个比较不同的一个状态。因为以往都是中共的，比如说定翼机，那中共的直升机在这之前，并没有直接从台湾海峡比较窄的这一段直接穿越中线的例子。尤其是在前天，这架直升机它穿越了中线之后，它没有马上掉头往西，返回中线以西，又做了一个蛮长距离的一个飞行。那这个飞行过程当中，它应该就穿越了 我们军方在海峡中线以东所设的一个叫做 R9的这个限航区。那这个动作，因为算是在中共军方对台湾的灰色地带行为里面，算是第一次出现。
Looking forward, what concerns you most about this pattern of behavior that China has exhibited towards Taiwan?
中共之所以做这个举动，会不会是就是他已经在规划以后可能要在台湾海峡中线附近举行那个不定期的甚至常态性的这种陆航直升机出海演练？只是过去一直没有在台湾海峡当面福建这边执行这个陆航直升机出海演练的这种情形，尤其是没有接触到海峡中线，所以昨天他不无可能，不能完全排除，他是不是先派一架直升机过来，先做个这个算是一个试验，先做来一个小规模的一个试验。我是蛮担心，它会不会是中共一个作战演练的一个小规模的试点？那这个小规模的试验会不会是以后规模更大、不定期甚至常态性这个陆航直升机出海到台湾海峡中线附近做训练的一个先兆？
When looking at a lot of the gray zone incursions around Taiwan's airspace, we see a lot of planes and we see a lot of drones. But what advantages do helicopters bring for the Chinese military?
解放军现在在讨论武力犯台的联合登岛作战的时候，如果是传统的海上的两栖攻击，就是搭乘登陆舰、登陆艇的话，它其实受到的限制会非常的多。那从空中技术的话，它就可以不必管这个海滩的地形适不适合，它第一波地面攻击部队的一半以上的力量要搭乘直升机跟运输机从空中进入，直接越过海岸线，直接越过台湾军队在海岸线的设防地带。
That was Jie Zhong of Danjiang University. Taiwan's foreign ministry says it seeks peaceful solutions to disputes in the South China Sea and condemns hostile actions by China.
我们是希望能够积极的来促进这个和平的解决争议，那也能够以这个就是包括对于这个海洋的科研能够搁置争议，那以和平的方式来共同的发展。那我们也反对任何台湾没有参加的有涉及到的国际之间的谈判或者是协商。
Foreign Minister Lin Jialong spoke before delivering a report on South China Sea policy to lawmakers on Wednesday morning. The ministry said Taiwan would continue to follow its four principles. These are the peaceful resolution of claims, inclusion in negotiations, regional freedom of navigation, and willingness to shelve disputes. It warned that China's use of force to assert its claims undermines regional peace. It's day 2 of the ASEAN foreign ministers' meeting, and while major players from China, the Philippines, and the US hold meetings on the sidelines, tensions in the South China Sea are simmering. John Van Trieste reports.
For our next photograph,
Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi joins hands with his counterparts from all over Southeast Asia. This is the 2026 ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting in Manila, and Wang is one of the dignitaries from outside the bloc attending as a guest. Wang's address to his counterparts focuses on the positives: trade, cooperation, mutual benefit.
中国已经同东盟8个国家就共建双边命运共同体达成了重要共识。
He spoke of peace and aid for his hosts, the Philippines, after a powerful earthquake in June. But there are real, if unspoken, tensions between China and the Philippines. And while not at war, things are not always peaceful. The two countries claim large overlapping parts of the South China Sea, despite an international ruling favoring the Philippines. And it's just days since the latest skirmish between sailors of the two nations near one of the shoals both countries contest. Both sides blame each other for aggression. But even after China and the Philippines summoned each other's ambassadors, it's a polite handshake when China's Wang Yi and Philippine Foreign Minister Teresa Lazaro meet later in the day. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is also here, and he's supporting the Philippines in its dispute with China. His State Department condemned Chinese actions in Monday's clash. He's met on the sidelines of the gathering with Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. And while one of his main focuses during this gathering has been making the U.S. case for its war with Iran, he says Southeast Asia is still a region the U.S. is determined to stay engaged with.
Our partnership with each of your countries in the region at large, it's in the national interest of the United States, and we will never abandon it. No matter what else is going on in the world, no matter what our bilateral relations may be with other countries.
Those countries include China. Rubio, too, is meeting with China's Wang Yi Wednesday, another chance for diplomacy in an important part of the planet where tensions are brewing. Howard Zhang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Coming up after the break, a record number of nations are gearing up for SEMICON Taiwan as the country wields its dominance in AI chips.
For more stories from Taiwan and around the world, download the TaiwanPlus app and follow us on social media.
There's so many things that I wish the world could see.
It is amazing to watch this captain maneuver this giant ship.
It takes 3 days to cook this. The flavor is unbelievable, incredible.
And it's my turn to make something inspired by Chef Gore.
It's going to be quite a challenge. Can you imagine that?
It's surreal. Yes, so real. I can't give up. I got some ass kicking to do.
Nice move. We're pushing each other to explore and experiment in new, different ways.
5, 4, 3, 2.
A warm welcome to TaiwanPlus News.
Exploring the issues that matter to you.
Not just to Taiwan, the whole world is watching.
很多时候是我们眼睛看不到的地方。
We might encounter mishaps and mistakes along the way. But at the end of the day,
it just transmits something straight from the heart.
Yes.
Cheers.
Bon appetit. It is about the fun, and it's about the glamour, and it's also about something much deeper than that.
Sometimes you just gotta seize the opportunity. You just gotta do it.
Have a place where you're appreciated for you exactly as you are, and where you can shine and be seen.
How does Taiwan stay on the forefront of innovation in a world of uncertain tariffs, wars, and shifting geopolitics? Get answers and more, from award-winning programs to exclusive Mandarin dramas. Download the TaiwanPlus app to any device today. No ads, no bias, just facts. TaiwanPlus.
For more stories from Taiwan and Osaka, download the TaiwanPlus app.
Welcome back, you're watching TaiwanPlus News. The US Trade Representative has hinted that another round of tariffs is on the way for countries including Taiwan.
We expect to see some action soon. I can't really specify a timeline right now. I have a responsibility to brief Congress and other stakeholders before I really reveal that kind of thing, but we do expect action soon.
The US Trade Representative's office in June proposed tariffs of up to 12.5% on around 60 economies in response to alleged forced labor practices. The administration has implemented a 10% global tariff after its previous levy was struck down by the US Supreme Court in February. But those current measures are set to expire on Friday. To understand how any potential new duties could impact Taiwan's economy, our reporter Lily Lamartina spoke to Dawson Cho, Director General of the Confederation of Asia-Pacific Chambers of Commerce and Industry.
Now, why is Taiwan on this list of 60 countries facing Trump's new tariff tool?
川普政府呢，接下来就改用1974年贸易法的这个301条款那以这个强迫劳动为由对全球60个国家呢来进行这个调查那为什么会使用这个1974年贸易法？他在过去川普他第一任期，就是说拜登上任之前的那个第一任期呢，他就曾经使用这个301条款那它是属于1974年贸易法来对中国进行这个拉高关税。但是呢，为什么他在川普第二任会改用这个国际紧急经济权利法案？因为整个301的这个调查呢，时间比较长，而且呢，调查结束之后呢，还要召开公听会等等所以说需要比较长的时间。那川普呢，为了要能够加速的推动他的这个关税措施，所以才在他第二任的时候呢，采用不同的法源但是现在不同的法源就是已经被这个法界挑战所以说他回去使用这个1974年贸易法下的301条款呢这个部分呢就比较不会受到挑战这个也是为什么他会使用这个条款的原因。
How do you believe Taiwan should prepare for the potential impact of higher U.S. tariffs?
那现在呢，即便是采用这个301条款进行301调查但是在调查期间呢，因为台湾呢已经在2月的时候跟美国签订 ART 所以说 USTR 呢，它是建议呢对台湾的课税呢是维持这个10%。那反而呢这个有一些国家呢它因为还没有跟美国呢完成这个 ART 的谈判比如说像跟台湾贸易结构相似度颇高的这个日本跟韩国，所以呢他们会被课比较高的关税大概12.5%再加上 MFN 所以反而呢就是说不但台湾呢没有在这个301条款上路之后呢面临更高的关税壁垒，而且呢因为我们的邻国被课更高的关税，所以反而我们的出口品呢可以取得一定程度的价格竞争优势。
Given the U.S.'s reliance on Taiwanese technology and semiconductors, could that help shield Taiwan from some of the impact?
其实台湾的这个政府部门还有这个企业，其实都已经做好去美国投资的打算那最近比如说像上个礼拜的这个台积电的法说，他也提出要再度加码美国投资那所以说因为美国对台湾的高科技是依赖的，而且这些高科技厂商去美国投资，其实就是美国这个川普政府再工业化的最核心的精髓啦那因此呢我相信在这个前提之下呢，台湾受到这个关税的压力呢是不会比其他国家更严重，而且反而呢，如果说我们好好的跟美国谈可能还可以有部分的豁免。
That was Dawson Cho from CACCI. Wistron, one of Taiwan's leading AI suppliers, has opened a new factory in Texas to produce NVIDIA's latest AI systems. The $700 million facility covers 30,000 square meters and will assemble NVIDIA's most advanced superchips. It's part of NVIDIA's broader commitment to revitalize American manufacturing. Wistron says it is already planning a second facility that will be twice the size. Taiwan is gearing up to hold its annual semiconductor trade show, with a record number of countries expecting to take part. Aichi reports.
More countries than ever are participating in this year's SEMICON Taiwan, the world's leading semiconductor trade show. SEMICON is joining a record 18 countries to its global pavilion early in September. That includes returning participants the US, Japan, and Germany, and first-timers Spain, Mexico, and Finland. The record-breaking figure comes amid the AI boom, with Taiwan firmly at its center thanks to its technological expertise.
AI is the main driver to drive the industry to grow, and especially in the AI era, Taiwan play a much more important role, no matter from the semiconductor manufacturing, as well as, for example, the AI server for the EMS. Globally, they also want to participate and also partnership with Taiwan.
The global semiconductor market is expected to surpass $1 trillion by 2030. Taiwan dominates the global chip industry, making about 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductors. The AI boom has also reinforced the country's ties with the U.S., Taiwan's largest trading partner.
American companies continue to make substantial long-term investments in Taiwan because Taiwan remains one of the world's premier destinations for semiconductor innovation. Companies such as Micron, AMD, Qualcomm, NVIDIA, Applied Materials, Integris, Amkor, and many others continue to expand their presence here because Taiwan offers world-class talent, trusted partners, and an innovation ecosystem unlike anywhere in the world.
Beyond the record number of participating countries, this year's SEMICON is expected to also bring in unprecedented numbers of exhibitors and booths. With the AI boom going strong, Taiwan is expected to remain a global semiconductor powerhouse, attracting more international partners to its chip ecosystem. Klein Wang, NIC in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's science minister says the country is developing its AI robotics policies to help people not compete with China.
We have a different strategy about developing robotics as compared with China. Our objective for developing robotics is that in the future we believe that AI will not be just a software resident in your computer or your handset. It will be everywhere to serve people.
Minister Wu Chengwen also addressed efforts to stop advanced AI chips from being smuggled to China. That includes closing loopholes involving third countries. Wu says Taiwan already has laws protecting critical technology from hostile countries and will comply with any new U.S. export restrictions.
If the U.S. government has released any restrictions for exporting, we will honor that because the U.S. is our very important, at this moment, the most important market for us.
Wu says any new restrictions imposed by Taiwan would need the legislature's approval. The Zhonghua Institution for Economic Research has made the most optimistic prediction yet for Taiwan's economic growth this year. The think tank says GDP growth could be up to 10.35% this year, citing strong export growth in the first half of the year. And it says the value of Taiwan's exports might break $900 billion if overseas demand remains high. The institute also predicts inflation for the year at slightly above 2%. However, it says this could ease if the war in the Middle East is resolved and oil prices come down. In South Korea, there's a new companion for elderly people, AI-powered dolls. They help battle loneliness and remind seniors to take their medicine. John Van Trieste reports.
78-year-old Bang Chun-ja holds a doll in her apartment south of Seoul. These days, it's her only companion. But this doll, called Hyodol, is AI-powered, and it's turned things around for Bang after a long period of isolation and depression.
I have one daughter, but it is better than my daughter because it is right next to me while my daughter lives far away. She can't really be of much help to me as I've gotten older, but since Hyodol is right by my side, it's a great help to me.
There are now close to 15,000 of these dolls around South Korea, a country where many people live alone and loneliness is a problem, especially among older adults. Officials distribute them to older people living alone. The dolls are programmed with a childlike personality, designed to give their owners a role like a grandparent. But really, it's the doll that's a kind of caregiver.
I'm home by myself all day, so I hardly ever get a chance to talk to anyone. It's gotten to the point where my mouth is getting rusty. And because I can't go out too much, nobody comes to visit my home. But now, I laugh and talk more with this doll.
They're not just cheerful company. These dolls also provide health monitoring. Users agree to certain recordings related to sleep, meals, and pain that are shared with welfare workers. It's important data in a country where thousands of people die alone each year, and in many cases are not discovered for a long time. The startup behind this doll spent years doing research with real older Koreans, developing scripts based on their needs. The dolls call their users grandma, greet them cheerfully when they return home, and even say that they love them. And they also put users in caretaker mode, important in a culture where many adults are focused on providing for family, and older people still want to feel needed.
I think I held the belief that unconditional support, playfulness, and love is needed in our Hyodol doll. The entire script reflects it. The character is simply devoted to grandmother, a child who cannot survive without grandmother.
These dolls are one of several AI-powered care machines that have official backing in South Korea. One nurse who recommended the doll to her client says they have real results. Levels of depression go down, for instance. But she is unsure whether AI is a total solution for the country's loneliness epidemic.
I think people are ultimately more important, so I think that they need to work together. Rather than relying only on AI robots or only on people, I think they need to complement each other.
Until more human help is available, these dolls can at least sing, entertain, and interact with their owners, providing at least some relief to people who have no one else to listen to them. Chris Ma and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching TaiwanPlus News. Finally, let's end today with fireworks over Brussels, celebrating Belgium's National Day. I'm Laurel Stewart. Take care. See you next time.